Scorpio, 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 how you doing? So I got a song for you. Ever long I've waited here for you, ever long. Tonight I wanna out of her red, out of her head she sang. Foo Fighters. So forever long have I been waiting here for you. Some of you have just been waiting for you, alchemy in you maybe, but I've just been waiting for you. I've just been waiting for you. I've been waiting for a girl like you. So I'm just waiting for you and waiting for you and waiting and waiting and waiting. Some of you have got to go to a waiting room and you're going to the doctors or something like that and you're going to be in a waiting room. Now I don't know if this is medical, but it could be a hospital or a dentist or anything like that, but I'm having to wait for you in a waiting room. Now, I don't know if anybody is going to be visiting a waiting room that you go with or your partner goes with you in a waiting room, or because I don't want to freak people out. So it might not be anything serious. It could just be the fact that I'm going into a waiting room in order to be able to wait with a person while they get checked out and seen to, is what I'm hearing. Because it's kind of like, forever long have I been waiting here for you. Like, it's kind of like, oh God, I've been waiting here forever for you. It's kind of like, I don't know, if someone stands you up or something, or they're standing on the side of the road, or you're dealing with a Cancerian or a 7, and they pick you up, and they're like, man, I've been standing here waiting for you to pick me up. So I don't know if during this month of April that you end up late in certain ways. Like if you're a person that does have a car and you pick a person up, and they say, man, forever I've been standing here waiting for you. Now, I don't know if you're starting a new job around, say, a driving company or something like that, and they're saying, like, because I can see a person physically driving up to someone, and they're standing there and it's like raining, or like you're new on the job and you're like driving to the person to pick them up, and they're like, man, forever I've been standing here waiting for you to pick me up. Like, so I don't know if you pick your partner up or a person for work, and that you go to physically pick them up. They're like, man, I've been standing here forever waiting for you to pick me up. Okay, so I don't know if during, I'm not saying it's an argument or a split up or a breakup. I'm just saying that forever I've been standing here waiting for you to pick me up. Okay, for pick me up. Okay, now some of you, if you're dealing with drugs or anything like that, is a pick me up. Like, I need a pick me up and I need a boost. Okay, so I don't know what that's for. Forever and a day have I been sitting here waiting for you to pick up the signal that I've been trying to get your attention focused on me. Now, that doesn't have to be anything bad, but it can be anything to do with business, where forever have I been leaving signals everywhere for you to try and notice me and pick me up for being one of your fans, or for being one of you. Like, I am one of you, and I want you to... It's kind of like, I don't know, it's a Pisces. Well, Pisces, it don't have to be, but it can be. Sorry about my hair, but the hairdressers are still not open, and I'm going to throttle someone in a minute. Scorpio. But like, forever and a day have I been leaving like this breadcrumb trail in order for you to notice me, right? So it's kind of like, I've been waiting for you to pick up on the signal that I've been inadvertently leaving you to pick it up. But someone's kind of like, oh, sorry, I was absolutely clueless in the fact that you were leaving those signals. So I don't know what on earth that's for, but like, they keep saying, well, I've been standing here waiting, leaving these signals everywhere for you to notice that it's me. But if someone's playing some kind of like, I don't know, like weird game or something, then you're like, well, how on earth am I supposed to know that that's you if you're not directly telling me that that's you? So I don't know if it's directing something, look, and I want to direct things with you. Like, I want to work with you and I want to direct things with you. So I need to take something in some kind of direction. So are we talking about like directing a film or directing a play or a script or something? And it's like, look, you know, if you want to work for us, I've been leaving these clues to say that you can work with me and you can do this with me, but I've been leaving clues everywhere to let you know that, you know, I'm available for you to notice, but I haven't really told you directly. I've just kind of been leaving these strange clues. So, I mean, is this your love life or is this business? Because I really don't know what this clue is, because they keep saying that I've been leaving these clues everywhere for you in order for you to notice, but you don't seem to be really paying much attention to the fact that I've been leaving these clues. And then the other person on the other end is like, no, I don't even know what that you was doing there. Like, I don't even know that you was kind of like hinting, like a hint. Like, okay, well, I'm going to give you a hint, the fact that I really like you, or I really want to work with you, but it's only a hint. It's a bit like, you know, oi, you know, it's like, what, bruv, what? I've been leaving hints all over for you to just give me a minute, and you're like, oh, sorry, are you there? Oh, I didn't even notice you were there. Okay, so you really could have a problem with a family member because it feels like that they're always right behind you. It's like, hello, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, it's like, yeah, bruv, I know that you're here. I can see you. I can hear you. There's no need to shout. Yeah, well, I just need to, look, hello, and you're like, you're probably still going through the family thing, right, Scorpio? Definitely if you're a Piscean as well as a Scorpio, but like you know, if you've got that in your chart, but like hello, you're like, what do you want now? Like what? It's like, hello, are you here, Sydney? Are you here, Sydney? Someone that lives in Sydney, Australia, or Cindy, or Cinders. There's no place like home, so it must be in the home. So it's like, yeah, I'm at home. Yeah, I'm at home. Yes, I know that I'm at home, bruv. And I know that you're trying to get my attention, but I am giving you it. That's why. Oh, well, you're not speaking, are you? No, that's the reason why I'm not. You don't take any notice of me whatsoever. No. It's like, yeah, how can I not take notice of you? That's why I'm not taking notice of you. Because you're doing everything that you can possibly to get my attention. And if I don't want to give it, that's the reason why I ain't. Right, so you're doing the Scorpio thing. So, like I said, these could be your love life, your family life, your work life, whatever it is, park life, blur, whatever it is. But like, look, I've been trying my best to get you to like work with me. This could even be Liam or Noel Gallagher and the argument that he has with his brother for God knows how long, trying to get the band of Oasis back together and not trying to get his brother's opinion, but my brother doesn't want to know. It's either your brother or your mother. Whichever it is your brother, your sister, or your mother. Who knows? Who cares, right, Scorpio? But they keep saying that of the same messages of what you've been going over with this family ordeal for quite a while. We keep trying to get you to come over and visit. We keep trying to get you your attention. But you don't seem to want it, do you? No, that's the reason why I'm Scorpio, and that's the reason why I'm not giving you it, because I know that you want it. And if I know that you really, really, really want it, if I feel that there's any kind of danger, trust me, you ain't going to get it. So people are like, listen, we need you. We want you. We want you here. Like, hello. And you're like, I don't give a shit, bruv. I'm a Scorpio. Like, you can flag me down for all you like. But it's a bit like the, I don't know if this is the red flags or the green flags or a hotel or something, or like you break down and you're like, hello, I'm over here, and you're like, man, it's pouring rain, bruv, innit? Or Lorraine or Kelly. Lorraine Kelly or Kelly. But like, I keep hearing this energy of like, hello, I'm here. Can you notice me? Can you just at least notice me? Can you just like, hello? Someone could be from France or something. And hello. What else have we got for you, Scorpio? Not too much, to be honest, during your April. Everything could really be good for you, right, in your love lives, but I will probably pick up the most amount of like frustration in the air. Like if there's tension and if there's frustration, normally then that is when I'll start to pick it up, definitely through Scorpio, right? So I feel like there's this detention, like something to do with school, like probably a Pisces, three apprentice. Some of you are probably being an apprentice, okay, or you've got an apprentice, and they keep like, hello, can you, like Scorpio, can you just come? And you're like, oh, bro, if I have to tell you one more time what to do, I mean, this could even be you. I'm sorry if you're a fresh fish, maybe. Come out for another reading, a fresh fish, someone that may have been in prison and they don't know how to be in prison, or they've just got out of prison and they don't know how to work something. But we'll relate the message to, hello, can I have your attention, Scorpio? Yeah, okay, right. So if you do it that way, blah blah blah, kushti bruv, you'll be all well set. There you go. Hello, yeah, no, I don't know how it works, right? Bruv, I've gone over this like twice with you, bruv. Like I've told you already. Do that, right? You kushti to go. 10, 20 minutes later, next day. Hello, Scorpio. Hello. What? Can you just tell me how to turn this cooker on? Can you just tell me? This came up through the tour. There you go. So you might have a comparison of what I do, which is Scorpio rising against Taurus rising, and something like that. A complete mismatch of energy, or even or a controlling energy. Please watch the Taurus reading. You was big in it, even if you haven't got that, and even if you don't know this person's chart. The most amount of conflict that you're having with this person is because they're a gaslighter, right? So, if we're coming out of that, right? If we're coming out of that, and you're at work, say, for work, and these messages are related to you at work, it feels like that there's a fresh fish here that doesn't know how to work something, or it doesn't have to be the fish, it doesn't have to be the Piscean, but someone that's just fresh and new on the scene or something, and they're like, right, okay, have you got that? And you're like, yeah, I got it, I know how it works. And then the next day, like, no, well, I completely forgot that. Me and my girlfriend go through this on COD, on Call of Duty. We go through this. I'm like, okay, so so the campaign is, right, so how do you put all this stuff on this gun? Okay, how do you, like, okay, now, all right, now, have you got it? Yeah, no, I've got it. And then the next day, like, right, how do you get onto, like, so I can kind of see myself in that. You've kind of got this, where, like, a craftsman of some, but, like, I'm very good at one thing, but some things I'm just kind of like, man, I've got no idea what I'm doing. Like, I've got no idea what I'm doing. So, man, I'm picking up Rita and Sue Bob too. Well, I've done some things. Some of you can be from British and you're on a council estate. Right, you know, well, I've done some things. Yeah, a lot of you from Britain probably wouldn't have ever known that there was a film called Rita and Sue and Bob too. It was about a babysitter. And the two girls were babysitting for this person, and then when he came home, he was married with his wife, and then she'd say, oh, well, Bob will walk you home, or take you home in the car. Oh, I'm just going to take Sue home. Yeah, yeah, bruv, I bet you are going to take Sue home and all. So then, like, Sue starts going home, and you're like, right, let's do it in the car. All right, there's, anyway. But, yeah, I don't know if you know about Rita and Sue Bob too. But, like, yeah, you've probably got a lot of conflict here, Scorpio, if I'm honest. I can't really pick up anything else for you. What else have we got? I think it's just someone trying to really get your attention. Like, really, really, like, trying to, like, say hello, like, just give me a minute of you. You're like, man, like, I've told you how to work this. I've told you how to work it. I've told you how to do it. You know, in order to be very efficient at what this is, you're really going to have to, like, learn it without my input. Like, okay, I can give you my input, like Johnny or John or Johnny 5, right? But Johnny 5's alive. It's like, look, I can't give you any more input. I can't give you any more input. If you want to know how it works, then you're going to have to find out how that works yourself. I can teach you, sure, there you go, but the point of you learning is to have homework or to go away and do this yourself. So some of you could be like a teacher or study in certain aspects, Scorpio, and like you teach people things, and then you have like a new person here, and you're like, okay, so what I want you to, it's like practicing the piano, for instance, right? And like you buy a piano, and you play the piano, and you think, you know what, I am going to be an excellent pianist, and you do it, but you realise that you have to study it, and I've had this with equipment. And I'll buy a new piece of equipment, for instance, for Angel Radio for music. Okay, and I think, oh, hold on a minute. I've bought another VST. I've bought something else. Now I have to realise how this works. I have to understand about wavetable synths and stuff like that, or a synthesizer. And I kind of think, okay, well, that's an envelope, and that's, okay, so that means that. Okay, so that's a gate. Okay, so then this is, like, and when you buy a new piece of equipment or something, you have to take that time and out of study on how it works. And sometimes if you work in a field of and you buy something new, you kind of think, well, you know what, I might know what I'm doing, but in order for me to be able to do it more efficiently, I can't work. I'm going to have to take some time off in order to learn how it works, right? So you can't use it straight off, and you kind of think, well, man, I really haven't got time in order to figure out how this uses. I just want it to work. But it doesn't, because it isn't like the old piece of equipment that I had. Okay, so it might be like a car, or I mean, I know how to work my car, trust me. But like, it could be anything. It's like, well, this thing isn't working. I want it to work, but it isn't. Or you're at work and there's someone that you're teaching how to use it, and then they keep coming back to you saying, man, I told you this yesterday. Like, you get into work, you're like, look, just do exactly as what it says on the tin. Do what I said yesterday. Okay, what was that? And you're like, bro, can't you remember what we did yesterday? No. I mean, are some of you here physical teachers? And you teach people, and they, I mean, trust me, when you're a teacher, you have to have patience. Well, you have to have temper. Well, you have to have Sagittarius, right? But it's like, well, I need some patience. I need some clients. No, but like, I need something. I need something. They keep saying, no, I need something. I need something. I need to add something in order to make it mine. This is the copying things coming up again. Like, I need something in this mix in order to make it mine. Dr. Mix, or mixing and mastering. Something to do with what I do, also Ableton. Oh, what we're doing? Scorpio, Deb's brother. You alright, Deb's brother? Deb? Do you come up against all these sort of things, bruv? Well, yeah, well, I'm picking up, like, mixing it in, you know. And I've said this in the last couple of videos. I think it was Sagittarius reading. I said, some people, they're doing videos of stuff, they're copying music, right? So, not Deb's brother, but, like, you know, when you got a YouTube channel, it has to be your own music. It can't be copyright material, because you get copyrighted. So these are relating to some people that have been doing things, but they've been copying it and it's not theirs. If it isn't yours, you'll get flagged. You know, if you've got music on your channel, or you've been doing anything that doesn't restrict to the guidelines, right? If that ever, and you haven't, say, for instance, and you haven't got, say, because I've been going over this with something else, but if you haven't got 10,000 subscribers and 10,000 million hours of views and everything else, and how much that takes in order to do that, through those videos, if you've got music on it that isn't your music, right, it isn't yours, and you don't own the copyrights to any of this stuff, or you haven't been following the guidelines of what that is, the moment that you hit, please YouTube pay a lot of attention towards my channel, as soon as you hit, okay, I want to be monetized, they'll look at your channel, YouTube. They do anyway, but what were the statistics? I think it was something like 500,000 videos are put into YouTube every single day. Every hour, sorry. I think that was a statistic. 500,000 or whatever it is, but thousands of hours of videos per hour get put out onto YouTube, right? Now, YouTube now have a checking system where it will check to see what you've got on your channel when you put it out there. So you'll have to go through a checking system. If you've got copyright music, if you've got anything in there that doesn't abide by their clause of what it is, of an agreement of what you agree to when you're on YouTube, right? So if you've got, like, oh man, what is this about YouTube? And I've said this in the last reading. Have I already done Scorpio, or is this relating to... I haven't done Scorpio. I know I'm doing Scorpio. It's relating to another reading. Was this your past week? Where I said because some people I've seen, they're doing like shots of goddamn vodka in their eye and God knows what else, or absolutely baked off their nut with weed. Sorry, but I don't subscribe to that. I don't feel that's responsible for people to be giving people messages where people could be riddled with PTSD and trauma, or be extremely desperate for something in their life. And if there are people that are baked off their nut, giving information that isn't the same as mine, I take my business very responsible for my business. So you have to be very careful. When you have clients that are having addiction, we went through this in the last reading, you're going to have to watch the other reading, Scorpio, because your messages are kind of relating to maybe what could be happening to you, or something that is just of an energy that my spirit keeps getting me to talk about. For some goddamn reason, do I end up having to keep talk about stuff that keeps coming up? Right. How can I put this into layman's terms? If anybody's doing weed, is absolutely baked off their nut, and they've got drink, or they're smoking and they're off their nut, I don't want anything to do with anybody. I'm sorry, I'm not coming across harsh. But if you're baked, smoke weed, drink loads of alcohol, only tar and all that sort of, if you are doing YouTube channels, right? YouTube channels, and you do exactly the same as I do, right? If you're a YouTube channeler or a tarot reader and you are off your nut, baked off your skull, drinking or doing all that sort of stuff, I'm sorry, but I have to say no. I have to decline to that. I don't subscribe to it. I'm fine with people watching and getting whatever it is, but like if I'm doing my job, because my main job, even though I do music and stuff, that's my sideline. I just love doing that, right? That's a different community altogether than tarot readers, right? If there are any tarot readers out there that are baked off their nut and doing all these kind of things, then I do apologise. I'm not trying to rub people up the wrong way, but I do not want people trying to list and trying to, like, you know, to get attention, to get people of my clients over there in order for me to not agree with that of what is being told, because mine is a completely different way of looking at things, right? So I do apologise if I'm coming across slightly strange to other people that may not know what could well be going on. Is because people have been doing that, and I have been watching their channels, and I don't agree with it. I don't agree with people doing shots of vodka and whatnot. You might be very great people, right? You know, I'm not saying you're not, but people that smoke weed and that they're baked off their nut and they're doing videos and they're like, so anyway, like, yeah, and then like drinking and all that. Sorry, but you got to be very careful, and that's what I've said in the other readings, right? It's not my way. It's not my way. I've been a drug counsellor and God knows how much for many years, and had a bad drug history myself, right? I'm different, right? So for me, I definitely do not want to be looking at people that are drinking and baked off their nut, right? Don't agree with it, right? I'm fine with anybody supporting me, right, being a different person, but that is not what I subscribe to, okay? Why am I doing this in your reading, Scorpio? So where's your messages? Well, you're going to have to start doing things the right way if this is you guys, right? Is realising that if you're on camera, you're on camera, right? Cameron, also picking up Cameron, picking up Cameron, picking up Cameron. Someone keeps picking up their grandchildren or their children, or picking up something. Pick it up, just pick it up. So it keeps dropping something all the time at work, and they just drop it, and you're like, oh, drop it. But, or they drop something at work, and they're like, and you're like, oh, damn, you dropped it again. It's like someone pulls stuff out the oven, and all of a sudden they just drop the thing, and it's like, smash, and everything just smashes, and you're like, Jesus Christ, bro. It's like if you work at a restaurant or something, right, for instance, and or a cook, and you've got like you've told them how to like work things or do whatever, and then all of a sudden they just drop a whole load of plates, or they just drop a load of things on you, and you're like, whoa, hold on a minute, where did this list of demands just come from? On diamonds, or diamond, or diamonds are forever. Oh, be careful around someone shoving a load of diamonds at you. Right, yeah, I need you to take all these diamonds, smuggle them out of the country. Really? What's that? Smuggling out of the country. I need you to smuggle these people out of the country. What? Man, I ain't going down this road. What is that? I need you to smuggle this in to work. I need you to smuggle this into work and take it into work. See, some of you out there could be, you know, you're taking stuff with you to work, like smuggle it into work. I need to smuggle these people in. Well, smuggling people in is taking people. It's taking people from one place to another, which is taking clients and trying to take people's clients, trying to their best in order to be seen and taken. What? Oh man, I ain't going through this anymore. I get fed up with it. I'm sorry, but like it's been coming up through like Leo reading, I think, or other readings. People trying to smuggle people's clients, or trying to smuggle, I don't know, smuggle. Because I can see things being like bundled into the back of a van or something. Just bundle it into the van. The van. Van Helsing? Or the name Van? What else have you got, Scott? Sorry. What else have you got? Well, something to do with mixing and mastering and music. So I don't know if they're coming through as copywriting and stuff like that, you know. Because like I said, you will only know that if you've been ripping off other people's videos or music. If you've been doing all of that, then that's not yours. You know, if you've been ripping off other people's ideas, then that's not really classed as your own. Right? So it's ripping... Why do I keep picking up someone's ripping someone off? Like completely and utterly ripping someone off. Like mimicking a person, like trying to rip the person off, like trying to like overact, or like trying to act like the other person. For instance, like when I do my readings, right, I just add a flair of me. I am just completely and utterly just me, right, just me, and because I act accordingly to how I feel and who I am. But it's like someone does like an like they overact. Like it's like that's an over performance. Like you're doing too much at it now. Like you're overreacting. It's kind of like a bad actor, for instance, right? They go for an acting career, a bit like Jim Carrey, in a way, right? That I mean, I would say definitely before his performance when he's doing a comedy sketch, that he overreacts. And you're like, man, that's over-performance. Like you're overdoing it now. You're really trying to be like another person, and you're overreacting. Like you're trying to mimic the other person by doing something, but that's really not your way. Like you're trying to mimic yourself off another person. People can really strive to be like a person, for instance, right? But you can't. It's even in music. It's like, for instance, if I wanted to play, which I do, a guitar. And I wanted to be like one of my heroes, which is David Gilmour, right? If I really wanted to be like David Gilmour, I would sound like David Gilmour, right? I would practice to sound like David Gilmour. But when I put my music out, I would sound just like David Gilmour. So someone would think, you know what, that sounds just like David Gilmour, right? So I would play pretty much like David Gilmour, right? But whether this be music or not, like for instance, like when I make my music, I don't go off a genre of like EDM or whatever. I just shove a load of stuff in, and if it sounds good, that'll be my own design of music. Like I try not to make like a rap or a hip hop type sort of track. I'll just basically go off, man, that goes well together, let's bung that in there. You know, oh, that goes well together, let's bung that in there, right? But sometimes when people strive to be like a teacher or a person, because for some strange reason I'm picking it up with something to do with tarot, right? And like I like really want to be like the person, but I need to act like they do and do that. Like I need to say things that they say word for word, and like just come across totally like the other person, like I'm really mimicking them, like I am saying and acting like that, like a I mean, is this true for a lot of you? I've got no idea. No idea. Like someone that you inspire, like inspires you, right? Someone that inspires you. But someone that's spying on you. Spying on you. Spying on you. They keep saying you. Spying on you. Right? So like, okay, well I'm spying on you. Well, if I'm spying on you, then I'm not letting you know that I'm spying on you. So I'm spying on it, taking it, but not letting it known. That's what I'm saying. These can be people that, like I said, they can take info from people, or they despise people, or they inspire to be like people, but not let the person know that I'm doing something exactly the same as you, and I'm acting and saying the same things as what you are. Someone's fucking lost their mind here. Someone's lost their mind. Like I've said this in the last one. Get your tinfoil hat. Like, I don't know, what is this to do with tinfoil? Chasing the dragon? Or tinfoil hat? Tinfoil. Like a drug addict. Or tinfoil. Oh, I give up. I don't know what it's for. It's kind of like, well, I inspire to be like you that much, but I'm not going to let you know that I am or will want to be. So because I can't let people know that that's what... This is probably where everybody freaks out and starts letting me know, is that me that you're talking about because I smoke weed and stuff? It's like, no. Well, no, yes, I don't know. Libra? Libra? Like, no, not for people that are like, I give up. I give up. Not for the people that are at home, not really doing much, and they're not copying. Me, I don't give a shit. I think that if people try to be like that, it soon comes across as extremely fake, because that's what I'm saying. You can't copy another person, because eventually it doesn't work out. Like, you can do that, but it's not working. Like, it keeps telling me that it isn't working for a person. Like, they keep trying to be like another one, but they're not, or they keep second guessing themselves, or getting triggered of like, shit, do you mean me, or like, or not? And like, oh, what on earth is that energy? I don't know. Confusion, Scorpio. Anyway, let's see what you've got coming up with your tarot cards, Scorpio. Scorpio for April. Scorpio for April. It's like, for instance, right, exactly that. Like, the way I do things. Like, Scorpio, like, okay, let's see, 4, and then, okay, you must be dealing with Scorpio. It's like, okay, I've just heard this person saying that must be, so I'm going to start doing that myself. That's not right. It's the way I channel stuff. Right? It's no one else's. Let's see. Scorpio for April. Leo. The bushes. So Leos. There you go. So the trios of them. There's 3 Leos here. 3 of them. It might be someone like yourself, Pisces, your girlfriend's a Leo, and their friend is a Leo. So that wouldn't be 2, that would be, well, that would be 3, that would be 2. But someone might have Leo. But again, a lot of you, and I'm sorry if you're Leo cross-watchers, but something was going on with past readings where so many people were letting me know in my comment sections it's the Leos that are copying someone. And all of the copyrighted material and stuff was coming up around so many people letting me know in my chat window that it was Leo that was copying. Leo was copying. Trying to copy someone. Now, on a good instant, you're with your partner. They see you as as a backbone. I'm also hearing marrowbone for some reason. Backbone. Someone has a hunchback. Hunchback, as their back is like that. Or, well, that's probably me, it sits like this all the time. But like has a big back curved to their back. Or someone's back into your life, or backing you. Someone could be backing you, like they're with you all the way. Like, I'm backing you and I'm backing you and I'm with you, regardless. I know what you're saying and I'm backing you, like I am backing you. Okay, so you've got that. I'm also hearing Matthew as well, backing you, something to do with you. But for all of you other people out there that were saying, about the Leo energy copying people. And now I'm doing a Scorpio reading. I don't know what that's for, okay? But trying to be like a person might be mimicking. I'm really not concentrating because I'm trying to see what that is. We're going to take it because I looked. Clients, children, kids, speaking with your partner. 100% here. 100%. Something to do with accent or AdSense. Some sort of AdSense. Okay. Looking for AdSense, unless you've already got AdSense. But adding AdSense on, you know, it's like I said, you've got to have 10,000 subscribers, you've got to have 10,000 view hours, and the hours is what takes a long time to build up, is the view rate, you know, 10,000 hours. And then when you do, in order to be able to fully, if anybody is interested out there, in order to fully be able to have full access to money that maybe be able to support you, you would need probably at least 3,000 views per video. And even that may not be enough. If you've got mortgages and everything else, it's going to take a long time. Like I said, always remember, YouTube, they have 500,000 videos put out per hour a day. For you to be seen in that, you know, you have to have something substantial to offer. Put it that way. You know, as an offer, it's like, okay, I have all of this and I need to put myself forward. And what is it that I've got to offer you if you want it, right? You have to have that. Because if you're looking for creditability, you have to have something to offer a person. Because if you're just taking things, that's not the right way about it. If you are literally applying for a company, or if you are literally just like putting yourself on another person's channel without asking, that's taking. That's trying to take people's clients. That's trying to put yourself on another person's channel without physically asking the person, and then physically being able to ask whoever has the owner's rights to whatever it is are you okay with this, right? And what is it that you're going to get from this, and what am I going to get out of this for that, in order to be like, where me, I would be like, well, I would rather this happen naturally, right? So it's something around like seeking out energies here, seeking them out. The name Seekings, or Seeking, or Desperately Seeking Susan. But yeah, I mean, generally here you should be definitely with your girlfriend or boyfriend, and you're definitely talking with this person 100%. If not, this is a friend. If not, this is a friend. Okay? Or a brother or a sister here. Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Venus and Jupiter for April. Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter for April. You know, because you have to look at people's signs. Like me, I'm a Scorpio, so I would take that very, 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 like, within my chart, I would take that very, like, whoa, that's very personal. You know, you're asking me some very personal questions there, right? Or you're really asking me to give over stuff of a Scorpio energy. You know, let's see. Yeah, so business, Scorpio, business comes first. So you might be dealing with a Libra, but if you are dealing with anybody with Libra in their chart, of anybody that you know within Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter or North Node, look at the Libra channeled messages. Okay, look at the Libra channeled messages. Here you've got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? So business comes first as usual. Your person sees you as an extremely influential, stable person in their life. Extremely influential, extremely important. It's an important person. I've got important business to do. Business comes first as well as what you do, unless you do voodoo. That's up to you. But like, business comes first as usual as you do. You are just as important to me as what my job is. You're just as important to me as what, or Justin, but you're just as important to me as what my family is. Okay, so you've got this business thing here, right? So you've got, I'm also hearing the legal rights, because this would also be, do you have the legal right to your kids or children, or the name Lee? But do you have the legal rights to my kids? Do you have the legal right to your business? Have you done it the right way? All right? And do you have the legal rights? Because this would be maybe where you have to go to the tax office. For instance, me, I live in the UK, So I also get taxed from America. I also get taxed from America 30% of my AdSense. And then anything that, if anybody is kindly enough to leave a donation, I get charged 30% of that. I have to fill out a TIN number. I have to have a TIN number, right? It's called a TIN number. But basically a WBN, I think it's called, tax form, information. And then when I get it, I have to take that then to my tax office and to my tax attorney and list it as a business, which it has been for the last years and years and years. But I don't know why, if any of you are thinking of this of importance, right? But I have to list it as a business because it is all transactional energy through what leaves an imprint, which is very tricky business, which is an imprint of, it might not be on paper, but I can assure you that any kind of imprint is left in it is left within a statement of YouTube. So it's within what do you call it? I call it something. Sorry, I'm losing my flow. Is an electronic imprint. Electronic imprint, right? So it's leaving things electronically imprinted of buying and selling. So it might be selling things electronically. So in electrical department or electronically, electronic dance music, electronic videos, electronic. I keep saying electronic, elect. Some of you haven't to go to the election polling station to elect people. To be honest, I've never voted for anybody. I don't vote for public or people. I am not one of these people like, yeah, you must go and vote. What was it that you had with Biden? Was his name Biden? Whoever he is, and what was the other person? Sorry, I'm British, but like Boris Johnson, whatever. But you had this thing, right, where, I don't know, Americans, they take that extremely seriously, man, and we've got to get him out. Me, I don't vote for people. They're just an icon. They're just an icon that end up conning you, really, by being told what to do by bankers and by governors and people. I'm hearing the governor of the state, for a lot of you. Someone's trying to become the governor of the state. It might even be, what's his name that's trying to become the governor of the state of what do you call it? Is an actor. God, what's his name? Yeehaw! All that lot over there. Oil and all that sort of stuff. And yeehaw! And you're right there, ma'am. Whatever his name is, the governor, right? But someone might be trying to be elected for governor here. Yeah, I'm hearing the governor electronic roll, or so the electric roll, the name Electra. But also, like, when you have a business, you have to say where you live. Like, you have to say where you live, you know, when that comes through. Yeah, I live here, I have, you know, blah, blah, blah. Some of you might be out on bond, all that kind of stuff. If this is legal and it is anything to do with where, say, you now are the resident of a person here, if this ends up being something that is having to go to court and whatnot, you need an address. So you need a place of residency. So if this is your place of residency and you're a fresh fish, just got out of prison or anything like that, and you're going here to your father's or to your wherever, then this person, more than likely here, regardless of the age, could well be asking this person, if I'm out on bond, that can I put my name to this? Is it creditable? Because if it's things like bond, and whichever way these messages turn out, right, if it's that kind of thing, this person would be asking, like, well, are you going to keep up your payments, right? So you might owe something to the bank, or can you keep up your payments? If you're buying, selling, can you keep up your payments? If you have rent, bills, blah, 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 or another job, can you keep up your payments while doing 2 jobs or 3 jobs? Can you keep this up, right? So if this is a person that asks somebody here, what are you going to ask this king? What do you have to offer through this? If this is one and this is another, this is a king that has it all. So it's someone that asks this king for it. But what does this person have here in return for that? What does this person here get in return for their investment of being a king here? So this could be business and stuff that seems to be coming up for you. But for some of this here, it can be, like, say if somebody's got out of prison or bond or anything like that, this person would want to put, like, for collateral, would be okay, if you're out on bond and you don't, say, pay a £250,000 bond, then I need to use your car or your house and your mortgage as collateral to say, if I am not responsible enough in order to pay that, the bond will say that, well, we can take your house and your car away from you, so you've got this energy. This could even be a car. You could be dealing with a Cancerian or a car even, but like, and this is not my car, by the way, but like, because I'm picking this up as where someone would want to use this person as a crutch and a lend up from this. But what is this person physically offering you here? Because it's coming right at a king that is turning his back on it all, as if to say, hello, I'm trying to get your attention because we want what you have of structure and business and a great business ethic and mind. Now, if you're dealing with a Libra, be very careful around what that was, right? Because you will have to watch that Libra reading, right? Now, because there was fair and unfair kind of stuff in that, yeah, you really could be. You really need to watch the Libra reading, okay? I'm not trying to get you to watch it. You can just look at the channel messages. You're going to know Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node of a Libra somewhere in your soul group of people. Friends, family, dogfish, catfish, person, business itself. Okay, but what is this person got to offer here? Because if this is anything to do with collateral, right, collateral damage, this person would be thinking more of the collateral damage of what this is going to cause my creditable company and my name. To put my name to this person that comes in and asks this, you ain't going to get this king's attention that way, right? You won't get the king's attention that way by doing it with a page, right? So, like, if you've, because this could be like a real big business owner and stuff like that. This could be the governor of the state. This could be the king, the queen, the God knows what else. You have to go here in order to ask these people, right? But if you come up them with just a page, they're going to be like, well, what are you going to offer me in return for this, right? Now, if you are dealing with anything to do with, like I said, bond, there might be someone here that asks, can I put all of this onto you to say that, okay, I need a place to live and stay, but I'm out on prison and I'm out on bond, and in order for me to keep paying that, I've got to get a job and I've got to be out here to do it. So I'm going to need you to fit me a bond. In order to do all of that, I need you to put your name and have full trust in a Knight of Swords. A Knight of Swords. Is it a page? No, it's a knight, whichever way. So some of you are looking for a one-night stay over at a hotel or rent or something like that, and just rent something for one day or one night. This could also be a, like I said, something to do with this person asking for a loan. You might even be going for a bank loan here. Can I borrow this off you? Can I loan this off you? Can I have a bank loan? Can I have some money? Some of you really could be suffering with like trying to get your children back here because you would have to go through the system. And this is why I say to people all the time, you don't have to watch a tarot card reader in order to find out when the answer is, if you know that you have to go through social services and the police, right? The police and the social services are going to give you more answers to what you should do than what a tarot reader would. Because I could tell people till I'm blue in the face of what they should do. And my first advice is social services, police, do it the right way. Okay, do it the right way. Don't just wait for a tarot card reader to tell you what you know you should do. If it's violent in a relationship or anything like that, you don't stay around for those kind of things. You go to the police, you make an action, right? You have to start interacting with a reading. If you're watching it, don't just sit there with the stuck energy of watching another one and another one and another one and another one and another one, when loads of readers might be saying to you, listen, you've got to leave this goddamn idiot, right? If that is in your life, then that's down to you. Nobody else can really keep telling you or not telling you. You know, it's down to yourselves, right? So that's one message of wherever that may be, if that's legal, whatever. But for some of this, I really am picking this up as these pages as clients. They can be, but they can also be of a person that is like trying to be inspired by a king. But I don't know what this is with this card of trying to be credible of a piggyback ride from a king. Because this would be a business owner and a person that would really take things in high regard. They would hold themselves highly to themselves and to a community of, right? So I have a lot of stuff to lose if I say yes to this, right? So it can be a contract of work as well, okay, for a lot of you is what I'm kind of picking up. A contract of work. We want to be like this king. We need to know answers from the king. What are they going to say about it? Right? Because we want to know what the king's got to say. This King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We want to know what you're going to say about it, you know. We need to come to you in order to ask if we can do this the right way, which would be the tax office, which would be the police station, which would be anything else that's legal or whatnot. You would need the representation from this king first before he would give the go-ahead to a page, to a knight, right? So, you know, if you wanted to know anything that was financial, you got to pay for it. Like if you want advice from a lawyer or a solicitor, you have to go to them and ask them. This could even be a person that's called Laura. Okay, Laura. But, you know, if you want to ask a person a question, you have to ask a person a question. There's a personal question here that's being asked, a personal question of this king. But like I said, if you need a lawyer, you have to pay for it. If you want financial advice, you have to pay for it. So you have to go to your tax office. They'll charge you, right? Well, more than likely, you know, when I want advice, when I wanted something to do with the WBN and I needed a form filling out, I had to go and ask them, and they were going to charge me for it. Apart from it was just a number I needed, so they did it for free. But that's my tax office, you know. But you know, if I get things, I pay for them, right? So I don't know how this is relating with you here, because you might need to go and see your bank for something, for banking, because this person here is banking on it. Like I'm banking on this, right? I'm banking on this to be a winner. So I don't know if you're gambling in certain ways, and I'm going to like use my last bit of money to bank on this, right here, because this energy here is very stable. So I'm banking on this to be the right way. So I have a lot to lose and a lot at stake. But that's coming from the page. Well, both energies here, both energies. Because it's a curious energy that comes in order to ask about business strategy here. So it's gonna take because I am picking this up. It's gonna take an understanding from mature adults here. It is something that seems to be going on here, but between responsible people, right? To be responsible for it, it's going to take a responsible discussion, a responsible one, right? Like, are you responsible enough in order for me to do that? You know, and if you are, then we need to come to some sort of agreement of whatever this is going to be that's going to be responsible, right? So, like, if you're a fresh fish here and you're asking for a pay rise, you've got to go to your boss and let them know exactly what that is that you want, right? Trust me, this can be related to the Libra reading. You know, this person may not even tell you how much it is that you would get paid by them if you was an employee, and this is the employer. This person might just like not give you much attention or much info for what that is that you would get paid if you're looking for a job here. So this person would be the employer, but you've got to state your demand of what it is that you would like here through money, because normally when money comes into play, a lot of people that are looking to be employed actually worry about when it comes up to discussing money. Because when a king can know everything about money in their own business here, you have to approach this person in order to think, okay, well, I want a pay rise. I need some more money. Or if you're a person that owns a company, for instance, when that comes down to a person here asking, okay, well, how much is that going to be? You need to know your stuff, right? You need to know your stuff of how much that's going to be, right? So, you know, like we've got a contract of work, and okay, well, you said that you can do all of this, so how much is that? Okay, like groundworks, putting in the groundworks and the footings and stuff like that. If you're a bricklayer and God knows what else, but you've got absolutely no idea how to build a house, when it comes to discussing and think, well, I can lay a few bricks, and they say, well, no, we want you to build a house. Oh, really? Oh, no, I just thought you wanted me to do a little bit of yard work. No, you're in a business here. Like, you're a fresh fish. You're in a business. Like, I thought you knew what you were on about. You know, well, I only really kind of know how to just do a couple of things. Well, then you can't ask so much money. Or, like, you know, well, we can employ you, but we can put you down there, but you're not going to be building our house because you can't. So have you got all the right documentation with you? Well, I don't know. Have you got? Are you creditable? Okay, so right. Okay, well, it's ski $5 a day. You know. Oh, really? Is that? Oh, it's that. Well, you either take it or leave it, bruv. But that's all I can give you. You know, if you're coming at me with a lot of like, it's just, you're not going to with the Kings. You know, you won't do it here. You know, in order to get what you want, you have to come in with something of an offer, right? So, you know, when I dealt in business with my boss, previously when I was, you know, because I was a bricklayer, God knows what else for years, but like when I was dealing with my boss, if my money was short, trust me, I was the first one to be on the blower. You know, hold on a minute, this isn't quite enough. You know, you said blah blah blah. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, yeah, I forgot to pay you. Yeah, you did. Yeah, well, you said it was also going to be this amount. Oh, yeah, sorry, I completely and utterly forgot, blah, blah, blah. I'll pay you. But some people out there, they just let that go, and they're like, oh, well, I daren't ask my boss. I daren't ask for, like, what I really need. I daren't ask them. Confidence. Confidence. Confidence is needed, even if it's here. Because this could be intimidation and being intimidated in order to ask this king, because that's where it's needed. There is something that I want and need in a relationship. I need to have confidence in order to ask this person. So if you're looking for, like, you get called to the office or go to the office, you know, it's kind of like, well, hold on a second, we're just being called in towards to go and see the boss. Okay, right, is everything going on all right? Oh, God, no, because I can't grass this person up for not pulling their weight, right? I can't tell my boss that this person keeps dropping everything or doing all of this stuff, and I don't want to be nasty, but then what am I going to do? Well, that's where you come up against the king, right? Here, what are we going to do? So, I don't know if this is business as usual, or like business, but what am I going to do in order to ask this king, or tell them something? Because this could be like, I've got something to tell you, this has been going on, and blah, blah, blah. It depends on how forgiving this king is of whatever it has been going on, of how this person approaches here, how they approach, right? Their approach, their next step, an approach to business, but also to love also here. Because, trust me, I'm dramatising this because I feel a lot of this is to do with business transactions and stuff, right? Money. But, you know, because I'll probably take this into a different direction over on Patron. But, you've kind of got that, and if I'm honest, that's where I'm going to leave it at that for the time being. So if you want more of your reading, this is where I'll probably go into your love lives and everything else of other stuff that I'm seeing. But I'll do your full spread, clarified, and it goes to the full access bundle or tier 1, both this time because it's a monthly. Okay, if you're a part of tier 1, this is just the reading that you get for the month. If you're a part of the full access bundle, that's where you'll get this, and then loads of weeklies and stuff that comes out through the month as well, where I keep the energy very fresh and current. They're not backdated, and they will also have, there will be shorter readings instead of like, God knows how many cards out, spread out all over, and people going through different things where it might be a little confusing. This will be a general overview, okay? If you want more than that, and then all of the readings that come out through the month, then you'll need a full access bundle, and that is where everything is still all over there of yearlies, weeklies, bi-weeklies, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Okay. If not, just a like, share, comment, or even a dislike if you didn't like it. But either way, it helps with the channel. I really would appreciate it. Thanks very much, Scorpio, and I'll hopefully catch you on any of the links provided in the Show More section.